Hi, everybody. Tabletop Santa here, coming to you live from the chilly Midwest of Decatur, Illinois, where the internet is greater than it is in the North Pole. And I've got Maggie from Greater Than Games. Maggie, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. Happy to join you in the North Pole-ish.
I appreciate that. So, Maggie, tell us what is Greater Than Games for everybody watching, and what that company is known for, and what do you do for Greater Than Games?
So Greater Than Games is a board game publisher that was established in 2011. Our first game was Sentinels of the Multiverse, and it is our flagship game. It really tells a lot about who we are as a company. It is an asymmetrical cooperative game, and that is something that is near and dear to us. Our other popular games include Spirit Island, also an asymmetrical cooperative game. There's a little bit of a theme with us.
Right.
And we recently came out with a party game called Medium that's really taken the world by storm. It came out August 2019, and I was just looking at sales reports, and we have over 60,000 games in the market for that one. So it's pretty exciting for us.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
I was literally right before this, I was working at sales numbers. So our other games include Tack and Kill Dr. Lucky. Those were originally published by Cheap Ass Games. We acquired the publishing rights to Cheap Ass Games in 2019, and so now they are with us, and we are actually working on second editions of both of those. Well, for Kill Dr. Lucky, it's way more than a second edition. That game has been out since I've been alive.
Yeah,
So
almost 30 years, I think.
yeah, it's we are putting out the 24th and 3/4 anniversary edition.
Wow.
So it has been out for quite some time. And then what I do is I'm the sales and marketing director, which is why I was staring at sales numbers right before this. And I've been working with Greater Than Games for the past 3 years.
Right.
It's been very exciting. I got to help them find Medium and craft it into a game, which is really cool for me. So
Yeah. I remember when you were like talking to me about it at Gamma that year about some of the artwork and stuff for the box art. I could tell how excited you were about being a part of that game and bringing it to market, and of course just the play, just how that game plays is super fun. And
yeah,
yeah,
I very specifically remember what you wish was on the box. Just Dr. X.
sorry.
It was a good pick. You're a comic guy. I get it.
I am.
It's not what we went with, but it was a very good pick.
I actually think you went with the one that Jake mentioned, or was really hyped about, because it had a lot more going on.
Yeah, that's true. Different colors, but definitely the one that Jake picked. I remember that. That's actually where I met Jake. So yeah.
Very cool. So what, besides those amazing games, what are the new releases, or what are you guys really excited about for the holiday season?
So we had a few setbacks this year. Many people did because of COVID. So our only release for the holiday season is going to be Spirit Island Jagged Earth. The release date is set for November 20th. It is the newest expansion to the Spirit Island universe. And with it, it basically doubles the base game. So the base game came with 8 spirits. This also comes with 8 spirits. It is full of content. If you're a Spirit Island fan, you should definitely check it out. If you're not a Spirit Island fan, I recommend looking at the base game first.
Okay.
These are a little more advanced, but if you like heavily thematic games and you really want to immerse yourself in a different world, it definitely does that for you. And there's a lot of lore that goes along with it that either exists on the internet or within the game itself. So if you really are looking to invest in something, it's the place to be.
Okay, so as a expansion, is it going to add to the original core box?
Yeah. So to the core box, it can't add to it because it's the exact same size as it. Okay. So it adds 2 new players. So it adds 2 new island pieces. So the way that Spirit Island works, every player kind of has a section of the island that they're in control of. It's where their spirit starts, and they spread out throughout the island into the other sections. Right. And so this adds 2 new island pieces, 8 new spirits, and all of that. It can all work with the base game, and you should have the base game to play it, but it is the same size, the same weight as the base game. So it's going to add to your gaming shelf.
And it can be a standalone play as it is in box.
You could. It would be a little difficult, but you could.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to recommend it. That's
all right.
I know that you can do it, but I'm not sure that I'm supposed to say that.
Okay. So that's the only one you have coming out for the holiday season.
Yeah, that is our only new release. We will have the Sentinel Comics role-playing game, which you got to play in some. It will be coming out in January. That's our current plan. We haven't announced the specific release date yet. We're still making sure that everything is lining up right with the manufacturer, and we want to make sure that we can fulfill our Kickstarter backers first, and all of that. But we have it planned for January 2021. Very exciting stuff. With that, we have the core rulebook, which allows you to build characters within the Sentinels universe. So if you know Sentinels of the Multiverse, or if you've heard of Sentinel Comics at all, you can build your own hero. You can also work off of pre-built heroes. You can have pre-built villains. You can build your own villains with the core rulebook. We also have a GM kit with that. So it's a little GM screen and some useful tools for the GM. And a dice set, which are really pretty. They're engraved with the Sentinel specific font. Yeah. I don't know if I'll send you a sample.
As a dice goblin, I am crazy.
As long as you're on the nice list, I will send you a sample.
Let me check. I have it. I literally have it right here. Oh, I can't participate in my own follies.
Oh, dang.
Well, that sounds awesome. I'm having played that already a couple times. Once in studio back in Baltimore, and then at Gen Con last year.
Yep, Gen Con.
Which was awesome. I think I'm super excited for that, obviously, because I already have a vested interest in the game, and Mr. Time needs to come back out and play. The professor.
As soon as conventions exist again, I'm ready for it.
Well, here's the thing, though, is I only live about an hour and a half, 2 hours from you now.
That's true. We could meet in person.
I could come down and check out the facility, and I know you have live streaming at your space.
We actually are in the process of moving facilities. So my live streaming room is this room, is my bedroom, but we can still make something work.
I think so. I think it'd be a lot of fun, and I think catching that on video would be fun too, to come down and.
Oh yeah.
Here's what we got going on. That's super cool. All right. So if you were to recommend any game from the catalog for the holiday season, obviously Spirit Island Jagged Earth would be a big recommendation for the Christmas thing. But as far as like a stocking stuffer or one of the other games in the catalog, what would be your big push?
So Medium's an excellent stocking stuffer. It hits the right price point. As I said, there's a lot of units on the market currently, and it's been selling really well for us. So we know that people like it. I'm biased. I'm going to definitely like it, but I know that people have a lot of fun playing it, and it's an easy pickup for a family who maybe doesn't game a whole lot. My other recommendation, it's a personal favorite of mine, is Kill Dr. Lucky. It's a competitive game. I will warn that. The goal of the game is to kill Dr. Lucky, and you want to kill him before anyone else can. I'm really good at it. I've won every time I've played. I've won against the designer. Well, yeah, okay. Maybe James isn't a good example, but I really love it. I think it brings out like a little competitive spirit. Can be fun for the holidays.
Oh, absolutely.
It doesn't fit in a stocking, but it's a great game.
It is a great game. I 100% agree with you. And there are multiple iterations of that game, correct?
Yes. There's also Island of Dr. Lucky, which adds in a whole new board that you play on and a few different new mechanics. So you can create just, I can't remember the right word for it now. Basically, you can make it a little more difficult for your opponents to win. You also have a jungle cat that can block people's view and is watching you, as opposed to the house cat or the dog. Right. And in the second edition, the one that we're working on right now, that'll be out next year, there's actually a little dog and a little cat meeple. Yeah, sorry, that's spoilers, but for next year.
Very cool. So, as far as the holiday season goes, that's non-gaming related, I do like to ask a couple questions. What is a tradition that you or your family do every holiday season that you really look forward to?
So Christmas Eve, we watch South Park and we wrap whatever presents need wrapping still. Usually that means that I wrap for some of my siblings. Okay. And I make sugar cookies, and we decorate sugar cookies. And we leave them out for Santa, and Santa also likes a Diet Coke with his cookies. I am Santa. I play Santa for my family, and I don't drink milk, so I ask them to leave out a Diet Coke, and so that's what we teach all the little kids.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And as far as a treat or a candy treat or a meal specific item, what is something that you personally look forward to having access to?
Every year I make white chocolate cranberry popcorn.
Okay.
So
White
it's
chocolate.
butter popcorn with white chocolate melted over it and cranberries and pecans mixed in with it. It's delicious. And I only make it once a year because otherwise I would just eat it all the time. I have to limit myself.
Okay, I mean, that sounds delicious. And in the interviews I've been doing, I've been asking this question to everybody to find out what it is, because if I've never had it, I want to try it.
I can ship you some. You're so close now.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I mean, don't you like drive by here to go home?
Probably. That's probably true.
When you go, because you're originally from the Indianapolis area, right? That's where your family.
I go from St. Louis to Indianapolis for the holidays.
Right. And I know I'm in that middle line out at Decatur.
All right. You convinced me. I'll drop some off.
Perfect. And there you have it, folks. You heard it here first. Very cool. Well, Maggie, thank you so much for your time, and it's so good to see you and see that you're doing well, and you know, you've recovered from getting sick there. Which for anybody watching, it doesn't matter who you are. The potential of getting sick during this pandemic is for anybody, and so make sure you maintain your social distancing, wear your masks out in public, and wash your hands.
Yep. Wear your mask, please, please, please.
Yeah. So on that note, Maggie, I'll talk to you again real soon, probably as soon as I turn off record. And for everybody else out there, make sure you go and check out Greater Than Games on all the social media platforms, and that you pick up their games for your stockings, for under the tree, so you can put them on your shelf and on your table so you can play them with your family and friends. I'm Tabletop Santa, and I'll see you at your friendly local game store.